we're just going to go through this little list I gave you guys really quickly. This is top 10 ways to celebrate the holidays on social media.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So it doesn't matter, we were talking about this earlier, it doesn't really matter if you're corporate or an entrepreneur or what you do. One of the ways that you want to connect with your audience, whomever they are, is through social media. So the first thing is deck your walls. Make sure that you update the cover photos on your social media channels. Super simple to do in Canva. If you don't know how to use Canva, we have a course. You're welcome to hop in there and learn how to use it. Megan and I are actually putting together a webinar that we're going to do on January 15th at 2 p.m. Central Time. Only 25 people are allowed to show up. So if you want in, make sure that you touch base with one of us and get that link, and I'll share that out to the wall as well. But the idea is to put something cool on your wall. Put something, I'm really into snowmen. So a lot of what I do and a lot of what I design is, has something to do with snowmen because I just think they're so cute. If it ever snows here, I'm one of the first out there building a snowman in my yard. So think about that. How can you create some fun on your Facebook channels? Also promote your sites. This is one of the times in which your audience is going to be trying to connect with you. When people have downtime over the holidays, this is the time when a lot of people really want to connect with you, when they have downtime during the holidays and things like that. So make sure that your sites are in your signature line. If you don't know how to set that up, touch base with me. It's not difficult to do. Make sure that they're on your business cards, that they're on flyers that you send out there, that they're in emails that you send out there. And just make sure that you're sending stuff out there and making it super easy for people to connect with you. And then recognize loyalty. Like every one of us has clients or customers that are returning customers. Recognize those people. I talk later on about giving gifts, right? Recognize their loyalty by offering them some sort of freebie that you've developed, or give them a coupon that's special just for the holidays, or recognize them even in a post, right? Everybody loves to see their name in lights, right? So put them on your Facebook page and say, hey, thanks for, sticking with me and being here and engaging with me all year, or whatever the case may be, right? So just think about which clients do you really want to recognize for them sticking around all year, and use the holidays as a way in which to do that. Encourage participation. There was an example that I read the other day that I thought was absolutely adorable. Everybody knows about Cadbury eggs, right? Well, they do this yearly thing on their Facebook page because they're only available until Easter, and I don't know what the start date is that they're available, but they're available for a short period of time every year, right? So they designed this thing called Goo Games. And it's just like the Olympics. You can go on their Facebook and you can play these games using their little Cadbury egg caricatures. Now, that's a lot bigger than any of us are going to want to do, but what if you sent people on a scavenger hunt around your website to find certain things, or sent people on a scavenger hunt throughout your Facebook page?
That's a great idea.
You know what I mean? Come up with something that's just that's just going to allow them to just have some fun. It's not all about business all the time, right? To bring a little fun, bring a little laughter, bring a little cheer, of course, right, into your holiday marketing techniques. The other thing is count down the days, right? What if you were to put something on your Facebook page that's just a countdown, or something on your website that's just a countdown? Again, these are super simple to pull offline. You can just pull the HTML code, put in the date that you're interested in using, and post it on your website or post it online somewhere. And it's just really cool because, again, it builds up that anticipation that, there's this cool date and it's getting ready to happen. And, so whatever you celebrate, like we're a blended family in my house, we're both Jewish and Christian. And so we blend those two holidays. So Hanukkah starts for us on the 6th, and then we do the whole Christmas celebration too. And so counting those days down is really kind of cool and really fun.
Well, and Google Images has every single number, and then they have different designs of the number. So even counting down from 10, 9, just save it to your computer and upload to Facebook. And people pay attention to that when it's in their feed. They're like, 5 days to what? Or
right.
10 days to what?
That is such a great idea.
Yeah, and so you pull them in and you get them engaged in what you're doing, right? Post festively, like I'm going to take a picture of this and I'm going to put it on my Facebook page and I'm going to talk about Ruth and I'm going to talk about NAPW and what we've done today. So, and this is gorgeous, right? So if I hone in on this and take a picture of it and post it, I didn't have to go find a stock photo. It's right here in front of me. So as you're doing your meetings, as you're doing your holiday events, as you're doing things, give people a little bit of behind the scenes of what's happening in your world and post those kinds of things. Again, using Canva, you can dress these up. All of these things you see, made in Canva. Like everything I do with regard to graphics is all Canva. I mean, it's that simple.
And they have more than just a tree in Canva. They
Right.
they have reindeers and presents
and snowmen
all
and
of
gorgeous scenes
cute
and
characters,
flowers
snowflakes.
and yeah.
That's CANVA.
V, Canva, C-A-N-V-A, like Canvas, but without the
Great
A's.
images.
And it's free.
And it's free, yeah. It really is super easy. Yeah. And I mean, I made these, like, I sat down last night, I mean, in about 10 minutes threw these together.
What is that?
So, I mean, it's really that easy.
Pictures and put up different images and everything.
Y'all should have seen the she made these like Thanksgiving plates.
And I did all that with Canva.
Like
Scrambled cheese.
every single person had for dinner table for Thanksgiving.
Oh, have to show you a picture of
Dinner had a card of the menu.
She says
The
Canva.
appetizers, the menu items. She had the beverages on there. But
Yeah.
she had the beverages on there.
Yeah.
And she,
Can you write down the name of the app that you're sending?
Gold embossing.
So my spelling in English
Yeah,
is not good.
I'm some video again, taking pictures of some of the things that
I know you
that
are.
are happening in your world, but also video. You guys have seen me; those that have been paying attention. These videos go up
That
on
was
our
the due
YouTube
date.
channel
Wasn't that due? wasn't
because I
that
want
the
our
due
members
date?
to see that we really are active and we really are engaged and we really are having
Well, you were a great
discussions that are
aunt and a great
important
mom.
for them in their businesses. And so I take these videos that I record during our meetings and I break them down into small snippets and based on topic area, and I put them up on our YouTube channel and then I post them to our Facebook page. So if you're not currently following, you should be, because that way you'll see some of the videos that I'm putting up. So some people like to take pictures of like their office space, right? Give somebody kind of that behind the scenes inside look of what it looks like to be working in your space. People like that. They want to see the authentic you,
no matter how dirty it is.
Right, I was getting ready to say that. If you've got mountains of paper stacked up, hey, you're busy. We get it. But even that, if you don't want that picture, pop that picture into Canva, make it transparent, and put something on top of it. It'll still look really cool. And you shared a little bit of the back end of what it is that you do. What else? Give gifts. I touched on this a little bit earlier. Make sure, again, that you are, for those who are in your list, who are loyal to you, who have been there, who have stuck around, give them a little something. Again, this can be something simple that you create in Canva, right? It doesn't have to be this big. Did everybody down there sign this?
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be something major, right? A quick checklist of how to do X, right? Project management, something super simple, but also valuable. You really want to show these loyal clients and loyal customers that they're important to you, Make it easy, make it super, I always tell my clients, make things stupid simple. And I know that sounds really, oh my gosh, you're calling people ignorant. No, I'm not. I'm saying everybody's busy, and you have about 4 seconds to capture their attention. If they can't, the first thing I do when I land on somebody's website is I look for their social icons. If I can't find them, I'm not sticking around, because they're not going to connect with me where I need them to connect with me, which is on whichever site that I hang out on. Does that make sense? Yep. So you need to also consider that with your own clients and your own customers. You don't know where they hang out? Poll them. Ask them 3 questions using SurveyMonkey. Again, it's free, but ask them where they hang out. It's that simple. And then wherever they tell you they hang out, make sure you're there. Create a presence in for you, especially with your products, you should be on Pinterest. And a lot of your products you sell to women, you should totally be on Pinterest. And every one of your products Right. Every one of your products should have. Yeah. I mean, exactly.
Oh, wait. Let's see that again.
And see, you could take pictures of those and pop them up on
You
Pinterest
sure
and tell the
can.
story behind them.
Nice.
Yes,
I mean-
I'm working on that.
Yeah.
I'm working, promise.
Yeah. So,
Got a lot of stuff going on.
a lot of stuff going on.
Yes,
And-
you know.
And all I say is just make sure that people can easily connect with you and that it's.
I have a question. When you say ask them where they hang out, meaning if they go to a particular place, or I don't understand.
wherever they are online. So
Oh,
for
wherever
instance-
Facebook or Instagram.
Yeah, because
where they're
not
online.
everybody is going to want to connect with you on Facebook. Not everybody is going to want to connect with you on Instagram. Not everybody is going to want to connect with you. Most of us don't. I mean, how many people in here have a Snapchat? My
My son won't let me.
I just
Right.
got one, and I'm trying to
I
figure it out.
didn't even
Right.
heard
I
about that.
want to do
What's
that.
that?
I rock resume so people can ask me questions.
Oh, that's a good
about,
idea,
you know,
especially for your
Yes,
audience.
and I just created it 2 days ago. Now, do I know how to work it? No, I do not. But you should see me trying to figure. And my daughter's so good too. I said, you got to give me a lesson because I'm up there trying to figure out how to record it, and I'm looking at it. It's terrible. But yeah, yeah.
Workshops,
Yeah,
Teresa, workshops.
Okay. I need to call your baby. Show me how to do this because I'm like looking at it. It's all weird. I have one on there. You don't want to see it, but it's. I'm like talking about Wiz yesterday. I said, no, she hasn't even picked
did
it
you
up to
watch
look
it?
at it.
Is it
Yes, it was excellent, flawless.
Oh, that's
I was shocked that it was so flawless.
My daughter's giving me lessons on how to do selfies through this.
I'm trying to figure it out. She hasn't even looked at it. I don't know what to do with this.
Yeah.
I like the selfies that are
Snapchat is
down here,
almost
and
a
it's
video
like
text message.
they figured out how to use the camera for the first time, and
Periscope
then like they
is,
accidentally snapped
I
it.
only do it for yes.
And you're looking at their
Nose,
nose.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then
And
they'll
that's why I figured it would be good for something like that.
Right.
So I was like, ask a quick question, I can get right back to her and answer their question. That's my goal. Yeah, fashion.
I call it the human tripod.
Right.
It is. I'm trying to scale.
I'm still in Facebook.
So I think I pretty much covered everything on this list. Does anybody have any questions?
I don't think this is on this list, but I do have a social media or question. Lead pages.
What?
Yes. What about it?
Lead pages. I am trying to understand. Is that like almost a mini website? Is there's something that you're doing one time? I don't understand.
Yeah, you don't do it one time.
I'm trying to figure out how to do it because I have ClickFunnels.
Okay.
So I went ahead and invested in that. It's an all-encompassing thing.
Right, right.
And I have not used it, but everybody talks about lead pages, and I
Right.
think lead page. If you can explain lead pages, because I know you do lead pages,
Right.
I can understand ClickFunnels a little bit better.
Right. Lead pages basically is a way to market your stuff. The cool thing about lead pages is that they've already done all the marketing research. They have a massive team of researchers who take a look at any sort of opt-in or webinar ad or product sales page or whatever it is you're offering in the digital space. They've already figured out the most optimized, best way to reach your audience using that copy. Does that make sense?
Okay.
So when you go into lead pages, there's a ton of templates. And you can choose by free, you can choose by paid, or you can choose by conversion rate. Remember, we were doing this the other day. So you click on conversion rate, and what that gives you is that gives you the templates that have the highest conversion rate
Oh, I see.
in getting people to opt in or buy or whatever the product is. And so we did ours because we're doing this webinar. We chose a high converting webinar ad, right?
Nice. That's
And-
what that means.
And
Oh, okay.
and it does make it super simple. Now, Lead Pages had a sale a couple of days ago, and I think, is it still on? I don't know, but I'll find out. But if you let me know if you want it, I can send you some information. They have this trainer guy. He's called Bob the Teacher or Bob the Trainer or something, and he teaches you how to use every part. Now, the downside about Bob is he speaks super fast, and if you don't know where he's at on the page, you get lost in about 2 seconds. and I'm pretty tech savvy, and I get lost when Bob's teaching. So I'm thinking that I need, yeah, I know. So I'm thinking I need to offer some trainings around lead pages that slow it down to a pace that people can be like, okay, this is what I'm working with when I'm designing my template. Because you could just download the template as is and run with it. But I like to brand mine with my colors and make sure that, my voice is there and add my own pictures and, all of those sorts of things.
And I was just trying to figure out, is it something that you can do almost in addition to your website or instead of a website?
You can do it instead of a website if you want.
I thought so, because I saw people,
Yeah.
I was like, I think they're only using lead
Yep.
pages
Yep.
and have it up for that
So
actual
is it something
product.
you email out? Is it something you put on
You
your
create a
Facebook
list.
page?
Any and all. Hi, how are you? Come on in.
Hi, sweetie.
I'm Marisa. Come on in. Hi. You guys have the sign-in sheet? So if you'll just, I'm sorry, usually I'm not so techy with these. My iPad's being stupid today. So we need 16, I think. You are on this. You are on this.
So what do you know about ClickFunnels? You heard of ClickFunnels?
I have heard of ClickFunnels. I have not used it. I do know that it's about $1,200 a year. Is that correct?
No. I got mine way cheap. I got a super good sale.
Well, then
Yeah.
For
That's
most
what-
people,
yeah.
it's like $97 a month just for the basic version of ClickFunnels,
Okay.
from what I understand. ClickFunnels is very similar. I think that they have, one of the things that I noticed that they have that Lead Pages doesn't is the sales funnel, which I don't know what that means.
Yeah, that's what they have.
I would
the
love
sales
for you
funnel.
to come by and punch up your ClickFunnels account and let me take a look at it. If
That
you
would
don't
be
mind.
wonderful.
Okay. Because
That's a step further than I got.
right. Here, click it up. And I got it when they had a major sale in September, and I just started looking at it because I want to keep updating my website over and over and over again.
Right.
And I'm like, I need something that I can do myself quickly
and
and not
easily.
wait for my web designer
Correct.
to update it and implement it.
Correct.
I said, that's right. I bought that ClickFunnels thing. Let me figure that out. And then I was trying to say, well, I think it's something I can do without having the website, and it can be instead of.
Right.
And that's what I liked about it. And
Yeah.
they just because I bought it at the sale, I got some kind of free upgrade.
Okay.
And it's some kind of I don't know how to explain it.
Well, let's get together and
Yeah.
I'll take a look at it and I'll help you
It's
kind of
awesome.
figure that out. But I mean, I use Lead Pages, like the actual page that I develop, for pages on my website all the time.
That's right.
And then I just send those pages from my website out because that draws people back into my website.
And you're using what, WordPress?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. so-
Because Lead Pages integrates directly into
Yeah.
WordPress. So all I have to do is hit publish and it's already available in WordPress for me to pull it up.
Yeah.
And if I don't want to do it that way, I can just plug the URL into a custom link.
Yeah.
on
okay.
WordPress.
Well, yeah,
So,
we have to play with this.
I mean, it's really easy and it's really, I like the fact that it integrates with everything. It also integrates with my MailChimp account so that
yes. Yeah.
when I set up my opt-in lists on there or my email, the little form that people fill out to opt into whatever it is I'm selling, it goes directly to my MailChimp. And that is from Lead Pages or from my website, either way.
And see, ClickFunnels
ClickFunnels
is all
should do that too.
It all inclusive, so you don't even have to have MailChimp. This upgraded thing.
So
that they just
ClickFunnels
started.
has its own email?
Yeah, they now.
Okay.
I think that's the
See,
upgraded
I think that's
thing.
the difference
Yeah.
between ClickFunnels and Lead Pages,
'Cause,
I
yeah,
think.
ClickFunnels all inclusive.
Right.
You don't have to have MailChimp. They have their own thing. I don't know how to
Okay,
explain it.
let's get
Sounds like a
together.
CRM.
Let's
Yes.
get together and discuss that.
Please.
Did you have a question?
Yeah, so in other words, for beginners, so that lead pages is like a tool to design or make better your website
Yeah,
without being tech.
salesy and yeah.
It's a drag and drop, and that's what I need. Drag and drop. That's why I like MailChimp. I ditched Infusionsoft because it was too hard to figure out. MailChimp, drag and drop, and that I did my first MailChimp e-blast.
So what's the
page.
difference between that MailChimp and the thing that you have?
Is MailChimp is
For newsletter.
Yeah, MailChimp is more like a newsletter,
See,
so you
you
can
need
add
to
links in
lead
there as
a
well
little.
to different sales things that you're doing. You can use them in conjunction, which would be really nice. But this ClickFunnels thing that I
We'll work on
got is
that.
supposed to replace all of that as one thing. So I can have my opt-in in there, I can have my list in
Lead
there, I
Pages
can
is
have.
pricey. I
lead
think
different things that I'm
ClickFunnels
doing. I
is,
just don't know how to use it.
97 a month,
and
but she
I
said
bought
she got
it
a deal
because
on it,
now
so
the
they already
lifer,
put
so
one
I
sale,
haven't
you know they're
until
gonna offer
all.
another
I
one
guess
for
I have like
holidays.
1,000
So it may be something
lead
that
pages
you
on
wanna
there. That's what they're,
seriously
it's not
look
called
at.
lead pages. But I got
I
like
bought lead
1,000
pages,
options.
I guess almost a
on
year
there that I
ago
can
now,
use.
and I got the 2-year
It's really
pro
cool, but I
account
just
because
don't
I
know
wanted
what the
lead
heck I'm
digits.
doing.
Lead
But
digits
I
allows
need to, because I
people
need
to
to
opt
put in part of
into
my
my
2016 plan.
my list just by punching in a code on their phone, a text message. Yeah. Yeah. So, and so that's why I did the full-on pro account for lead pages. But does ClickFunnels offer anything like lead digits where people can opt into your
Maybe
list
it
on
does.
your
I
phone?
have no idea.
Yeah, you need I need to look at your account.
Yeah. I'm like, here, you take this and look at this and tell me what I need to do.
Well, I joined the Facebook group to learn more about it. So here's an insider scoop. If you ever want to figure out what a product or service is all about, join their Facebook group.
Yeah, before you buy it.
Because you learn so much just in listening, you know, and I say listening to, reading the questions that are going by and paying attention to the conversations that are happening in the space, you learn a ton. So, you know, just jump in their Facebook group and check out what's happening. Okay, so we're going to, does anybody else have any questions before I move us on to the next thing? Okay.